Good evening, everyone. So, today we are all here for the PPDT session. Giving a brief introduction about the PPDT, it is the second test which is conducted at the screening day. You are shown a picture for 30 seconds. You need to look at the picture carefully and then write a story regarding it in the next 4 minutes. In PPDT, it is important to note that you need to write the gender, the age, as well as the mood of the person you have perceived in the picture in one of the square which is provided in the sheet given to you. And then after that we will discuss the we each of us have to give the narration of our stories, and finally we'll be having the GD in which we need to discuss and reach at a common story and have to nominate a single person who will tell the story on the behalf of the entire group. So if everyone is ready, we can start now.
Yes, is there.
Okay, so I'm sharing the
Yes,
screen. We'll have 30 seconds. So the 30 seconds have been started. Please perceive the picture. Now in the next 4 minutes we need to write the story. So I'm putting on the timer and we'll come back after 4 minutes. The 4 minutes are over. Now everyone is requested to not look at the stories, and after 5 minutes we'll come back and we'll have the narration part. uh, it is advisable that we revise our story so that we can have a good narration. And also it is at the SSB it is told to fold our papers in which we have written the PPDT. So please do not look at the story which you have written. So the 5 minutes are over. Now we can start with the narration. Uh, there are right now 19 participants over here, so we'll go in alphabetical order, starting from me. Uh, okay, first will be Abdul Khan, second will be Abhay Tiwari, third Aditya Nair me, fourth Akashdeep, fifth Avantika Kaushik, sixth Avashmit Gupta, seventh Ayush Kumar Singh, eighth Darla Prashant, ninth Kanak Goyal, 10th Naina Devi, 11th Nikita Pallavi, 12th Praful Thakur, 13th Sakshi, 14th Saurav Singh Rathon, 15th Shivam Rathod, 16th Sumit Singh, and at last Sushil Padgilwar. So, and for the discussion, we'll divide the group into two, that is the first nine and the last eight. So, st- so after the 17 people end with the narration, the first nine will start the GD, which will run for 10 minutes, and after that, the next eight. The first nine are 4, 5,
Aditya, want to say one thing.
yes,
We have to discuss only 5 minutes because in the real SSB they are giving only 5 to 3 minutes for discussion.
okay, so we can do that.
10 minutes is more than enough हो जाएगा I think.
All right, ठीक है तो हम 5 minutes, and in the first group we'll have up to Kanak Goyal, and the next group will be the rest eight. Okay, Abdul has left the meeting, so it will be first eight and last eight. So now we'll start with Abhay Tiwari, and it is advised
Uh,
please keep your camera on during the narration.
okay, just a second.
Also, others are also requested so that we can make this session more interactive.
Friends, in the picture, I perceive many characters, and the main character is male 35 in a positive mood. And the action of my story is school trip to beach. Rakesh, 35, was a teacher in a convent school in Mumbai. A trip to beach was organized by the school, and he was to take his class to there. Rakesh took the class to the beach and told them about the plan for the day. He organized many sports, for example, volleyball and races within the class as well as with other class as well. They also enjoyed the sea area, and Rakesh ensured that there is safety of all students. Rakesh also provided them with the lunch from given by the school, and they also ensured that no garbage is thrown here and there, and they collected all the wrappers. They also viewed the site and captured some images. After which they went back to their school. Thank you.
Gentlemen, in this picture, I perceive the main character of my story as Raman, 23, who is in a positive mood. He is an IT professional who at weekend serves at a local NGO. The NGO decided to take the children of St. Xavier's orphanage to a picnic. Raman decided to take this responsibility and decided they would go to the beach. He started off by planning the trip. He booked the bus tickets, took the information of the children, and also went to the orphanage and briefed them about the do's and don'ts to maintain their safety. Raman accompanied them in the bus, had a very good day. He organized yoga session in the morning and sports activities like beach volleyball, football, etc. Rakesh was very much content for having seen the smiling face of the children and having served them. Thank you.
From the given picture, I perceive multiple character, male and female both, all mood positive. Action of my story is क्या कुछ बोल रहे हो क्या आदित्य?
No, no.
Okay, फिर से start करता हूँ.
Yes, yes. Okay.
From the given picture, I perceive multiple character, male and female both. The age group of all characters around 20 to 45, and mood positive. Action of my story is providing free food in flood heated relief camp. Abhishek, 24, he was newly appointed IS officer of Ramgarh camp. He noticed that in the flood heated relief camp there is a shortage of the food. Then he decided to overcome this problem. He decided to donate 50% of the salary in relief fund. At the same time, he also took meeting and help from his other department uh, department persons, and also included businessmen in the meeting, so they can raise some fund for the providing basic facilities of the food and other basic facilities in the relief camp. In this way, he solved the problem. Thank you.
Avantika, you are muted.
Akashdeep.
Your mic is off.
Okay, so sorry for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I perceive a crowded beach in the picture shown to us. My main character is Bhavesh, 27-year-old. He's working as a HR in a IT company. He decided to have a picnic with the company and their family members. So get permission from his boss. He also he planned the journey accordingly. He informed the company's bus driver to came at that day early. He informed all the colleagues and the team member via notice board. They all met at the day early, and they went for the picnic. They enjoyed the whole day and came back with a really enjoyment. Thank you.
In my story, I have perceived five characters, all male. Four are in positive mood and one in negative. My main character is Deepak, who is 19 years old, who has gone to the beach with his friends. There he saw a boy who got hurt by surfing, and he was also lost. He reached out to him and took him to the beach authorities. There, after making sure his parents will be found, and they also give him the first aid. And then Deepak continued enjoying with his friends. Thank you.
Friends, from the picture, I have perceived a crowd of people in a beach, and the main character of my story is Nagesh, who is 23, in a neutral mood. And the action of my story is providing first aid for a crab bite. Nagesh, 23, is a college graduate from DU in BSc Computer Science. After getting a good job, he decides to go for a trip to a beach in Thailand with all of his family. He books the tickets in advance, delegates various tasks to family members, and reaches the hotel. After going to the beach, Nagesh sees that a crab, which unfortunately bites at the thigh of a person. Using stick and cloth, he captures it and provides the person with some antiseptic as it isn't poisonous. Then he leaves it in water and tells the people to use some kind of clothing on the lower part of body to prevent that thing. And then he enjoys with his family. They have fruitful time and come back and focus on his job. Thank you.
From the picture, I perceive many characters. My main character is Zumbai. He's a 24-year-old man. The people in the picture are migrants moving from Zatai to Zaki. These are villages. It's about evening 6, and the people were preparing to stay at a place. Zumba is helping people to set the shelter or arrange the food. For food, they went to the nearby market and bought. And for shelter, they arranged the camp, and they selected the night, ate, and next day they moved to the village Zaki. That's it.
Kanak will not be giving the narration, so after that, Naina Devi.
So, gentlemen, am I audible? Through the pictures shown to us, I have perceived two characters, and the main character. There are multiple characters in my story, but the main characters of my story are Sakshi and Sohan, who are both 20 and 23 old age respectively. And the action of my story revolves around increasing the awareness regarding the cleanliness of the beach and their beauty. So, my story begins as Sohan and Sakshi both were the police friends and they planned to visit the beach with their several friends. They planned accordingly and also arranged some instrument to play games like the volleyball and football on the beach. But when they reached the beach, they noticed some peoples who were throwing garbage here and there, or also, and the visitors who were there were leaving their bottles and packets after using them. So after seeing this, they planned to organize a camp to raise the awareness regarding the cleanliness and the maintaining beauty of the beach. So for this, they contacted their friends and also divided them in various groups and assigned them various tasks. For this, they also formed some pamphlets to increase the awareness and also um, organize some competition to arrange the awareness regarding the maintaining beauty of the beaches. For this, because of this, they were able to maintain and secure the beauty of the beaches. Thank you.
Hello everyone. In the picture, I have perceived a group of 20 to 30 people in the age group of 15 to 40 years. The mood is neutral. The main character of my story is Rohan, 19 years old. My story goes like Rohan used to live with his mother and younger brother in Puri. His father was posted in the army and was about to come home for his holidays. Rohan was looking forward to spend some time with his father and also learn new skills from him. When his father came, the family went to the nearby beach. Rohan, along with his mother, father, and brother, went for boating. He also learned some basics of swimming from his father. The family spent the day at the beach. In the evening, they all came back. Rohan made a point to regularly visit the beach with his father and polish his swimming skills. At then, Rohan was happy to capture a beautiful family memory to cherish in the future. Thank you.
Good morning, gentlemen. From the picture, I perceived various characters of age group around 20 to 25, all are in positive mood. The action of my story is helping the refugees. So, Rahul, who was a 20-year-old boy, was living near a refugee camp. Due to the war, many refugees were scattered around with little to no help. So, Rahul, on seeing this, Rahul and his friends decided that they would help with whatever they have. So, they gathered food, drinking water, blankets, and other necessary items and distributed it to the needy people. So afterwards, they also told the society about the situation and also help ask them to donate some items that can be of use. So after 2 weeks, the government aid arrived and all the refugees were taken care of, and Rahul and his friends were commended for their action. Thank you.
Okay, so from the given picture, I have perceived many characters. The main character of my story is male. His age is 21 years old, and he is in neutral mood. So Rahul was a 21-year-old resident of Gujarat, and due to recent cyclones, the weather there was extreme. In his locality, due to the extreme weathers, it was raining profusely, and he noticed that the due to the poor water management, his society was the water rainwater was getting clogged and his society was flooding. So he immediately alerted the committee members of the society, and devised a plan, and with the help of the community members, they evacuated all the residents, and with the swift actions as well as well made decisions, he was able to evacuate everyone. Thank you.
Hello friends, from the picture shown to us, I have observed the group of people. My story revolves around the central character named Rahul of age group 22 and mood positive. The action of my story is visiting to the beach. Rahul was a BSc final year mathematics student. He, along with his friend, visited to Goa. They hired a bike and visited to the different beaches, different historical places, tried the local street foods. In the beaches, they used to have play different games, play guitar and sing different songs. And there they came to notice that there's a lot of garbage in the beach, and the plastic bottles are uh, gathered are here and there. They all decided to clean the beach and collected the plastic bottles. They do so, and finally they reached their home and felt happy. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Is anybody left?
No, it's your chance, Sushil.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, the story which I perceived consists of many characters. My main character is Mayur, 16-year-old boy who is a school-going student and in negative mood. My story goes like Mayur, after completing his board examination, have his family has planned to go for a trip to a Goa beach. Then on the day of the trip, they got there and seeing he was very sad because the place was very crowded. But anyhow, he cheered up himself and his family also. He then by using the information from local peoples and by collecting information from the mobile, choose another place for their trip and choose different place. Got there, enjoyed on that prison beach, and at the end he was happy. Thank you.
Okay, friends, we all perceive multiple
One minute,
character,
one minute.
and
One thing I'd like to tell, we are only left with 14, so all of us can discuss, right?
okay, we all perceive multiple character in the beach, so we can take theme like they are going and visiting beach. At the same time, they are
So we
hosting
can
a
see that there are multiple
competition of
characters
volleyball
So as
and
we all know,
any
we can see that
any
there is a very
handball
good
tournament.
crowd. So we can consider
friends,
that
as we
a
can
trip
see that
that
there
is basically
people
a
have
friend
perceived
trip
it
as well,
multiple characters, so we
because
can
everyone
easily
is
take it
enjoying
as a
there.
beach area as we have all agreed on that as we have all narrated on that. So we
See,
can make
majority.
it as a teacher taking a school trip for the
I would like to add one
students.
thing. As we
Yes,
all
I would
observe
like
that
to
it
agree
is a
with
beach
Abhay,
area,
Gentlemen,
and
all are
as he
agreed
there
that
said
are
that
the beach
majority of
As
area
us.
I would
and
like
everyone
to
is
add
looking
that
very,
as many
and
as
focus on
as
so we can
perceived on
consider that
beach,
as a
we can
friend meet.
also include as a
Basically, they are
refugee camp
friends
as
yes,
for
sir.
going to
another
beach.
gentleman has
and the
said
thing
about the
is to
cyclone.
operation
We
anything.
could
First, we have
consider
to
as
decide.
cyclone refugees
It
as
is
people are
Gentlemen, we should not ignore the front
Okay,
part of
so
the
Friends, we
story.
can
As
friends
Praful
we
is
can see
saying
that
about
it is a
the
sunny day.
cyclone, I would like to add one point that cyclone is not your case because there were some umbrella
We
and
can
like
take
kind
it
of
as
Umbrellas
rain
as
Yeah,
as
well.
well.
correct.
We
As
can
we
okay,
take
can
it
see,
as a
it is a
rain.
sunny day,
gentlemen.
so we can easily like is a
enjoying
as
that
a
day.
school
gentlemen. I
trip
think
to the
that
beach
Yes,
with
Okay,
students by taken by a
all
teacher.
are agree on that.
Abhay, I
So
agree
to
with
So
you.
all of
everyone,
us
Since
point
agree
that
with
majority
there
this.
of
is
us
the
Then
the
have
fun
made
okay,
part
the
let's
of
this
the.
take
story,
it as
I mean, it is a
General, I
perspective
would
of
like
the
to add
male
that
person.
it could be a
It
refugee
depicts a
camp
person who
with
was.
afterwards a cyclone and the tents there, the umbrella place there could be of use of
no,
Friends, as we
providing
can
one
see that
shade
the
thing
so
I
people
would
are
that
like
could
to
be
playing
also
there
Okay,
and
of
okay,
enjoying the
friends,
beach, and it is
one
a sunny day,
friends,
so we
listen
can
to
easily
me.
take it as a trip here.
Friend,
Yeah,
listen to
I
me.
think
definitely. We can
Praful
take it
has
as
I
a
a
agree with
point.
Abhay because
Guys,
They are
he was
one
visiting
part.
the
saying that
camp
it is a
at the
trip.
same
Basically, it
time
can
they
be a friend
organize a
trip because
game
everyone
between
is
the
using
refugees, so
People
they
are
there
enjoy
enjoying
a
it.
was
lot in the
So
relief
okay,
uh,
camp.
gentlemen.
you
It's
know
not
Majority
a
of us
refugee
agree
we
with
camp.
the
could
theme
clearly
of the
see that
story.
even the
okay,
person
so
was
let's
We
bending
can
down
see
to
that
take
See,
a
the
front
looking a
picture,
bit
and
a
the
bit
other person was holding his leg,
normal.
and
we
some
are
people were
okay.
seeing that.
So we
Also
can
mentioned
finalize
that
on
Friends,
the
we
main
yes,
theme.
combine
gentlemen,
both the
as
things.
people
it
are
could
seeing
Let's
be
some
finalize on the
person
main
injured,
theme.
we can be used
See,
for treating those
gentlemen,
injured people,
Just
we
one
can
and the
person
we can
also
refugees
we
are
can
finalize
see
on
helping
the
the
main
people
theme.
were
them.
in like
Instead,
See,
sad
gentlemen, we
mood,
can
so
finalize
we
on the
can
main
Not
theme.
wasting any time, let us come to the theme. As we can see, most of the people have
Okay, okay.
seen that we are there to enjoy on
beach.
the beach, so we can take it as a trip by
Okay,
taken by
we
a teacher to
Aditya, I
I
a
want to
agree
add
with
one more
Abhay.
point on it.
I
I
agree with
want
the
to
See,
way
add
that
one
it
more
can be a
point
trip.
on
It can be a
Aditya.
friend trip because
I
okay.
everyone
want
is
to add one.
enjoying there, and
friends. Please speak
everyone
one by
Okay,
one. Aditya
gentlemen,
was
has a
stating
listen to
different
me.
something.
kind of mood
Majority
there.
of our
So
Yes,
everyone is
Okay,
there
Aditya.
to
Friends,
listen
enjoy.
to me.
friends, please
Gentlemen,
speak one by one.
okay,
Aditya is making a point.
okay.
Okay,
Majority
I
of us
want to
have
add one
agreed
more
on the
point on
theme.
Aditya. I agree with Aditya, but I want to one more point. They are enjoying at the same time. Many of them made a story regarding refugee camp, so we can take refugee camp at the same time.
But
They are enjoying.
refugee camp,
It
what I'm
cannot
trying to
be a
say is
let's
that
refugee
we
camp.
come
cannot
to
take
the
that
I
as
think
a
we
theme.
As
should
refugee
people
go
camp.
with a
have
friend trip to
Because
the beach as well.
gentlemen, if
diffusion.
we are making the story on trip, we can also include
Yes, we are going to make a
beach
story on that. Then
activities
the
and
theme
also
will be
a
the
beach like volleyball or
regarding.
another
Gentlemen,
beach
since the
surfing.
majority of us are ready
Detective,
to
So if
agree
we are
that the theme
taking
of
we
the
are
Majority
story
of
going
us
is
are
going with
as
the
So
theme
refugee
of
yes,
the
as
camp,
we are
beach, so
taking
I
at
think
it,
As
we are
it
ready.
as a
revolve
beach trip, so we
make
can
a story
include beach
around this
activities.
story.
As
So
Prabhu
one thing
said
from
that
my side,
like
I really
volleyball,
want to
football is
add
there,
that
and beach surfing is also there.
Yes,
gentlemen.
I
And
agree
we
with
First
should
of
Prabhu.
all, we
also
should
in
include
finalize
case
on
that
the
But
theme,
friends, I
they have
would
a
like to
and
garbage
say
is
that
majority
that were shown by the
Yeah, agree on the theme.
usual visuals
So
there.
one thing
Also,
I
I
would
would
like
like
to.
to
Gentlemen, we can
many
also
I would like
include
to
that
make a note
after
of
not only the children,
after
one
they
point
had
in the
played their
picture.
games and
We can
after the
easily
trip
see
was
that there
done,
was a
they also
basket there
collected
in
the
the beach.
garbage and also placed
Yes,
and
Praful,
clean
it
the
is going like that. It
resources
is the
before
trip, and
leaving.
we are going
I
to
agree with
do
Praful.
a
We could see
cleaning
that
activity.
there
I
was a
agree with
discipline
Praful
kind of
because
thing.
we can,
There was a
develop some
discipline kind of thing shown in the picture.
organization
So
to
if we are
curb
going
this
to
kind
go
of
Okay,
ahead
things
friends,
with
the
to
team was
the
maintain
main
the
completely
beauty of
story
the
as
beach
friends.
basically, so that
Team,
visitor
team,
can visit that
team.
particular place
Yes,
and
yes, I
the
completely agree with you.
beach
But
beauty can
But
increase.
team is
we
going
can't
to
say
Gentlemen,
see
that the
a
please
main
visit
cooperate.
character
that
that was
Gentlemen,
shown
please
in the
who
picture,
cooperate.
he
is
was
Till
deciding
deciding
now,
the
we
the
have not
and
finalized
Gentlemen,
the
other
theme
people
of
was
the
holding
story.
we
back.
can also
And the
add
other
that they
people were
clicked their
saying
pictures
so was
and
perceived that
to their trip
Gentlemen, please
and also
cooperate.
posted
Please
about
cooperate. We have
awareness in
not
the
till
beach and
yes,
finalized
also
the
yes.
theme
had
of
a
the
Team is
great
story.
going
time.
to team
We
is
have
going
I
not
to
think
yet
look
we have
like
to
we
finalized the
are
complete
on
theme
a
of
the
the
beach.
story, so
theme
we
of
need
Then
the
to
group
add
of
the
story.
further
people,
actions.
group of college
So
Okay, I
or
let's
some
think
working
the theme is
professionals.
like
So
common.
now go ahead with
Since
that.
we
yes.
are visiting the beach, we could make it as the friends were visiting a beach. We could
Yes,
also see
and
there was a
we can
basket on
yes,
add
the
yes,
beach.
one
good.
thing
So
like
we
a
could
So
also
cleaning
add
drive
the
on the beach.
action of cleaning the beach as well.
Yes,
All
They are
right. We
definitely.
can
enjoying
go
Cleaning
the
the
ahead
beach
beach
with
and
As
that.
you all have
afterwards
Now we
said,
need to
cleaning the
add
beach
further
has
cleaning the
actions
beach
to
become into
complete
afterwards
the
some
further story.
activities
usual
were
life.
done. For example,
We
Here
need to
volleyball
add
playing
the
or
activities
what
for
football
the
We
or
can
story,
add
right?
playing
that
beach
because
activities
it
and
looks
some
kind
competitions
of less.
were
So
held
We can say
in
that
order to promote
everyone
team
was
spirit.
enjoying there, but after some time the friends
but
noticed that the
but Simon, we
visitors
can
there were
we should also say
throwing
that
their
the
garbage
person who
here
is
and
in the
there,
front was
and they
holding
were
his
not
leg,
caring about the
like
beauty of the beach. To
Friends, I would
maintain the
like
All
to
beauty
right.
add
there,
one
Right.
point. Can
Okay.
we
One
add
thing
the
I
the
would like
cleaning
to
friends
add
tried
that.
as
to
well?
make
like
a
what
particular
thing?
beach and perform some,
All
nataks
right.
there to administrate them about the
Yes,
cleanliness
gentlemen,
of beach to
I agree
We
in
have
that.
increase the awareness.
People on the
we
trip
have
Because
played
finalized on
various
the theme
activities in
as
order
well
to
as the
improve their
actions to
team
be
spirit.
conducted,
As we
right?
can add,
We have
as it is a
finalized on the
office trip,
theme.
and some activities were performed there to help the team
Praful, which
management
type of
also build
activities
Okay.
you
some
would like to
team
add?
spirit.
Praful,
Oh,
which type
I
of
would
agreeing
like
with
activities
to
you
add
would
Praful
like
one
to
more
add?
Thakur
point here. We
also,
can
but
take the
before that,
story as a group of children, a group of
Instead
students of
of
some
randomly
school
speaking,
went
I
to
would
a
like to add
so
one
we
thing.
after
The
that
theme is
Shivam,
we
I
clean
think we
the
should
bridge.
let Nikita complete. Yeah,
so.
Nikita,
yes.
you're saying.
Okay,
And we
Nikita.
can take these two things together. Like a group of children from a school went to the beach for a trip, and also some volunteers were there to clean the beach. So together they both cleaned the beach, and the students were made aware about keeping their beaches clean. And in this way, it was also a learning experience for them.
Okay, adding to
Yeah,
Nikita, one
correct.
thing
Well,
I would
well.
like
And
to say that we can say that it is Mahatma Gandhi Jayanti, and as a part of cleanliness drive, we are carrying out this mission, right? So we
yes,
take
The
the
group
Gentlemen,
is
I
Yes, we
would
can
we
like
add
have
to
that.
Aditya.
It
say
Since
intention
the
that
group is going
during a
to
trip,
out of their motive,
it's
they are
better not to
visit the
make
beach and
it
not
about a
not any
cleanliness drive.
cleanliness
We
drive.
could add some points about cleanliness and we could make people aware, but making the cleanliness drive on a trip should would not be, I think, would not be
Definitely,
a great
Praful.
Okay,
idea.
That
what
I
we
would
can do
like
Okay,
is
to.
okay,
we can
But
okay.
we
include
should
all
consider
three
that because
points.
it is a
I
very
think we
important
could.
issue to
No,
maintain the beauty of the beach, to maintain the sea marine life basically there, to
that is
But
sustain
different.
the
here,
During
life
But
there.
a
Adding to
here,
trip,
Naina's point,
the
I
main
we
think
point
could
of the
we
beach
could
is
we are
we could
include
discussing
make a
all
many
the
part
three.
points
into
here.
the
We
trip.
are
somewhere
But
like
we
discussing
that,
cannot
many points here.
ignore such
Only
things
about the
because this
trip.
is
There is
part
no
of our life.
organization
we can't
here.
ignore
So we
it.
should
Yeah,
We are
take
going
that
Shivam,
to
I
as
would
do
well.
that.
like to
Okay,
add a
but
point
one
that
thing,
we
one
could
thing,
include
one
all
and
thing,
three themes
both
here.
the
We
themes
could
one thing
include
we
all
come.
have
three
decided.
themes that they were going to visit the beach.
yes.
They played some Nukkad Natak as mentioned by Naina, and then
And
they
also played
also
some.
made a and also made a organized activity of cleaning the beach. So we can
Saurabh, I
include
would
all
like
One
to
thing
all
I
add
would
And
one
like
thing.
to
also
point
some,
out
all
that
I would
threes
we
like
have
to
are
Yes,
add
mentioned.
various
I actually
activities
agree
for
with
Saurabh,
team
Saurabh
right?
because
building.
he's saying that they were organizing
There,
various camps there to increase the cleanliness awareness regarding the beach cleanliness and maintaining the beauty there, so that every visitor there is,
It would
know
one
about
thing
the
I would like
beauty
to point out that
and
we
Also,
have
maintaining the
I would
decided
like
the
to speak
theme
up
beauty of
on
the
as
this.
well
beach
as
for
there.
main
the
actions.
team also.
We have
We can
decided the
I would
theme
like
as
to
well as
say
the
a point
actions,
that
but we have
many of
not
you
yet
have seen
decided the
that they
main
are
character
doing
of the
some
story.
nukkad natak or anything else.
The main
We should
character
not
story is
expect
yet
Gentlemen,
to
I
be
mean,
the
I would
story
decided.
like
from
to
the
add that
beginning.
We should consider
if it
main character of the
We can
story
have
as
different creativities like
basically one girl and
yes.
a boy who are leading the groups basically, and
Okay,
who
so they
both
can
were
be
the
considered
college
as
gentlemen,
college
copying
due to the
students,
time,
A
I
group
would
is a
like
college.
group
to
of
add
friends
that
to a
We are
one
getting
person.
away
I
from the
think.
and
topic.
both
team
were
build
of the
completed
young age,
by
and the age
So how
should
can
be
we get?
between 25 and 26 or between 20 to 25.
20
Okay,
to
we are done with the
26.
5 minute time. We are done with the 5 minute time. Now we need to nominate a single person.
gentlemen, I would like to, if you allow me, I would like to conclude all your points and make a common group story.
Okay,
I
Praful, we
think
can.
Okay,
Nikita.
Praful,
I
you can
agree
go.
with
Yeah,
you.
Praful, go ahead.
Okay, Praful, you can go.
So, gentlemen, as we have discussed, the theme of the story is going on a trip. So Rahul and his Rahul was a HR manager of his office, and he was decided to prepare a trip for it. So he managed he managed the trip, and during his trip, he decided to visit the beach with his team. So when the team arrived, they played various kinds of activities and had competition to enhance their team spirit and team management. Afterwards, they saw that some beach was dirty, so they also tried to do their part by cleaning some of the beach, and telling people not to throw garbage in various, and also try to put it in the various garbage allotted to them. Afterwards the trip was over, they clicked their picture and also raised some awareness regarding cleanliness, and when their team spirit developed and everybody happy, they went to their office back home. Thank you.
One thing I would like to point out that all this time we were deciding that it is a group of children, and you told that it is
Gentlemen,
an
I
HR.
would like to say that many
I do
people
agree
were
with
saying that
Aditya that
uh,
it was a
group,
group of children basically. So we should consider them as a college friends who are going to beach
sir,
to have a
I
trip
would like
and
to
to
say
have
that
that as
children,
a relaxed day.
No, no, it's
Okay,
not
gentlemen,
turn it. Wait, wait,
guys,
wait, wait,
I
wait, wait,
think
wait, wait,
there
wait,
is a
wait, wait, wait.
child in the
We should
picture.
not turn
Guys,
it into a
GD is
GD.
completed.
Yes,
Praful is narrated the GD. Now we are discussing what he
discussing it.
left the point, right?
Yes,
Now?
we
Yeah,
are
creation is
suggesting
done,
Suggestions.
narration is done. We
suggestions,
are just
right?
adding some.
Points. Yes, there is no
Yeah,
GD in
this,
this.
it is
gentlemen,
a
I would like to
suggestion
add that
session.
if children were, in my opinion, but I think that if children were going on a beach and were playing playing something and raising awareness in the end, raising awareness about cleanliness drive. So it would be more appropriate to consider them as adults because their impact would be more as compared to children's. And as we are of age, same age group around 20 or above, so I think that managing a team by HR is suitable. It's
That's
my
why
thinking
So
I
in
I
this part.
told
suggested
now that we
both
should
of them
consider them as the college friends who
adults
are of the
also
same age group,
also
and one should be leading them.
on with that.
They look same.
Okay, 1 minute, Nikita.
One
Yes,
point which Nikita said was really good that we can make two teams, one team from a school picnic and one team who volunteer for the cleaning, so that they inspired the children and they all together clean the beach.
The
That
aim
team was
was
really
to put
nice.
together both the groups together in a picture so that both of them can be a participant, like both of them can have some
Yes,
role.
because
Exactly.
there
That
are a
that
lot
team
of
was
people.
really good.
But
Yes, we can
who would be
definitely
the main
divide them into
character there?
two.
Yes, I agree with Nikita. So
Yes,
we can consider two different groups who visited the beach there, and both were working for the same thing, for maintaining the cleanness of the beach basically, and increasing the
I would
awareness
like to
regarding
say,
this
but
particular
the
thing.
which I
theme
could
that
not
we had
mention is
decided
GD.
is
No,
about
I
visiting
think
the beach,
one
we
not
should
about the
go with a
team
cleanliness
was
drive.
enjoying, and
group. So
Guys, I
Even
there
would
will
I
like to
also
say a
think
be
we
the
point
should
which
not
I
get
could not
characters.
said
distracted
in
from
the
our
GD.
original theme. The
1 minute.
original theme was to
Ayush,
visit the beach, not any cleanliness drive. If the main theme was
uh,
cleanliness drive, then we can make in the two teams. The main
yes,
theme
sir.
was of
I think
visiting the
that
beach.
I would like to say a
cleanliness
point which
drive.
I could not mention in the
We can
GD.
make a team like a person whose name something XYZ. He and his team went for the volunteering for the cleanliness, and they found children who were there for a picnic, and they
What do you guys
inspired
mean
them
by
and
children? What do you guys mean by children?
children can be
by
anything.
the,
From
the
which
This
age
would
school
group?
be
student,
adult.
under
This
because
would be
14.
many
our
school
age
From
many
20,
15 to
or
20.
so this would be considered as the
Children
the
are
college
school
student
under
student.
basically.
I'm
20.
saying about the school student.
Children,
20
if
we
you
call
look
them
at,
adults.
see, we can
Children
see
are
Gentlemen,
children.
under
what I
14.
think is that the theme was about having fun. We were going for a trip, so it should
Yes,
be
that
Yes,
was the
related to
common
having
theme.
fun, and that cleanliness part should be a part of it,
That
not
was the
the
yes.
major
additional part,
theme. It should
not
not
the
After
be
main
some
not the
their
part.
whole
activities,
theme.
they did their
So
cleanliness part and raised some
it
awareness.
should
If
be
you
a
would like to
part,
add,
and there should be various other things like playing sports or various like learning
having
skills or
team
something like
building
that.
exercises.
Praful,
Yes,
I would
team
like to
building
add, I would
exercises.
Yes,
like
yes.
to ask you one thing. How we are going to do the awareness? By which activity you are from the last
Like
few minutes you are
we
saying
we
we are
have
going to
gone
do the
there with
awareness,
our
do the
friends,
awareness.
and
How we
then
are
after
going to do
that
the
other
awareness?
people also saw that we are doing something there, and they also
Yes,
come for
yes,
help.
yes. Yes,
But this
awareness
is
could
not
be
Also,
that
this
kind
is
of
not
that
also
spreading
they
Srinath,
awareness.
did
This
their
is you
part,
are doing
and
your
by
yeah,
seeing them, other also pitched in some part, and the awareness
Yes,
was
yes,
made.
Yes, but
yes.
yeah, and
The
also
aim was
Nadia
that
mentioned a
children who
point.
are on the beach will see some people doing some activity and will join them.
all right, got it.
So we lost from the
Not
original track
included.
that was of visiting the beach.
No, no, gentlemen, I would like
I
to
think we
say
can make
that
the original
we
track
also
anything
we
that
made that trip
majority.
when, but also during the end of the trip, we added some points like cleaned the beach and did their part after some raised their awareness. It was a trip, but during their ending, we made the cleanliness
In that way, we
kind of
can only
cleanliness
we
drive.
can keep it like the group of NCC cadets are going to organize a camp on the beach under the Puneet Sagar Abhiyan. That is going to be the better according to our age.
Gentlemen,
instead
I
of
will
joining any
say
group
that
As
like
the
many of us
majority do not
hasn't
belong to
perceived
NCC camp, so
a
it
group
should be
of
like
NCC cadets.
school students or college students.
Yes,
It's
gentlemen,
a
I think
simple
majority hasn't
story.
perceived NCC cadets. If they was looking some on dress or something, it would be a better idea.
See, one
then
thing
What
I'd
is
where
the
like
you
to
person
note
doing in the
point
then
on
front?
that.
where did you find the
Gentlemen,
group of
Yes,
what is
children
the person doing
organizing
in the
any type
front?
of
He's
cleanliness
holding his
drive?
leg. I think many of you us have ignored that the person in front is holding his leg, and the main character, which the central character, which I can see, is bent down, and other people are looking at him.
So Ayush,
So
what is
how
your main
see,
idea? Please elaborate
perception
that.
can be different. One thing I'd like to point out that here I can't find anyone cleaning the beach.
Yes,
So
definitely.
how
Yes,
can
yes,
It
They
also
are
depends
college
on the
definitely
person.
because
As
enjoying.
you can
Because
see that
I
there
was
are
not
many
able
but
to find
things
anyone
in
who
this
anyone
picture.
who was cleaning the beach, and the person who is sitting in front, I thought he tired from the activities they done, so he's taking the rest only. So I didn't find that
so
Or we
person
can
gentlemen,
was
suppose
as
that he
The
was just, moisturizing himself on the beach.
yes,
the
this
image
can
is
be
only
done. But
about speaking the
gentlemen,
theme, not
I believe that
not the details.
when I made the story, I included the factor that some people during the refugee camp could be harmed or could be hurt. So after the Rahul and his friends did pitch in their part by covering up the resources from their house, they help and with some medication and all to help some refugee camp before
uh,
the government aid arrived.
is the
Most of
man
the
in
stories
between,
that were
is he
narrated
picking up
revolved around
something like
going to
garbage or
the.
any other thing?
So that's why that was how the
no,
story was built on. We could
the
also
When
have.
the image is shown to us, we should only see the theme part, not the details of it. Because if we will go with the details, then we will not be able to make a story. So we should
Yes,
only go
common
with
group
the theme
story
part.
does
As
not
we have all
include
seen that
every
it is a
inch and
beach,
of the
and we
picture.
can do anything on beach.
What I think, guys, theme can be anything. Either it
Can
is
be
of
used for
cleanliness drive
collecting
or
garbage.
visiting the beach,
Uh,
but the action should be particular, not very blunt, like they are just cleaning the drive. We should mention the actions very clearly.
yes, yes, gentlemen. I think that if in a group story, when the final person tells the group, he should include all the points he can fit in the theme that we have discussed. For example, I put during the trip, I put the point that there was also cleaning in the end, and also there was a team building events, and also seeing the beauty and enjoying the trip, and doing some team building exercises and various types of
As
activities.
far as action is said,
As
like to point out one thing, in some pictures the actions are quite clear, but some pictures are quite ambiguous and you can perceive a number of things from. So is this picture of beach? So I guess a complete strict mode of action could not be perceived from it. That's why we went for different themes here.
as you can see that
I
there
agree.
are different persons in this picture, so we cannot perceive one thing from this picture. As our main theme was started with the thing that we are going on a trip, so the main theme is that we are going on a trip, like it is a summer vacation or something like that. Then after that we can add something like you added a garbage part and cleanliness part,
Mm-hmm.
or also like sports activities, skill developments, and many more things like that. So we should not go with single theme. We can add different things, and our uh, main motive was to
Yes,
enjoy
gentlemen.
there. So we enjoyed a
Uh,
lot, we came back, and it became a memorable one
I
like
think
that.
I
you
think
should
one
include all
person
the points.
I think one person mentioned a point which I like, that the character in between is picking up garbage and the other people see him and they also join and help him in picking that.
Mm-hmm. That could be a part of awareness that
We should
we
not
when you
be
try to.
including any NGO or NCC camp or something
Yes,
like
yes,
that,
yes.
because at this age, majority is not with this thing. Like we are not included any NCC camp, or there are some persons, but majority is not like this. So
And it
it is my one point.
when people perceived various characters. So if some majority has perceived NCC, so it should be included because if we don't include what majority people have perceived, then this would impact the performance.
Yes, but in this group, in our group, nobody added a NCC camp. Only one person
So
added.
that's why
So
that's
I'm
why we
saying that
didn't include it.
yes.
From the discussion, most of the people had said about the two type of theme. One is the refugee camp. Second is the cleanliness drive with the visiting the beach as well. So it can. What I think, it cannot be a refugee camp because we can see the people are enjoying in the beach. They are shirtless. The basic environment of the beach are shown in the picture. It is not like any refugee camp. What do
So,
you guys
gentlemen,
think?
So Dinkel, I agree with
people
him
like that.
because he's saying that we are. It can't be basically a refugee camp because everyone there is enjoying. Everyone is
If you
feeling
guys are
comfortable
The
there.
PPDT
Gentlemen,
pictures, the
if you
PPDT
guys
pictures
are
are very blur,
please
right?
listen to me first, listen to me.
yes.
If you guys are agree with the theme what I had said, it cannot be a refugee camp, then it's okay. If you are not, then please say why.
Gentlemen, I
One
think
thing
that
I would like to tell
when
that the PPDT pictures are very blur. This
Yes,
was quite
definitely,
clear
this is the
picture,
TAT picture.
so like it can be anything, right?
yes, yes,
But yes,
Making out
it
a
gentlemen, we
can be a
refugee
are
picture
camp,
of
trying
TAT
to
also.
The
make a
making out a
common discussion.
making out
How
a
can be
yes,
improved?
making out a point about refugee camp was also right. There was nothing wrong in it.
Uh,
Yes, gentlemen, I would like
But
to add some point that
why
the
would
person
people enjoy in a refugee camp?
No, there is
I
no
am not
I
saying
would
enjoyment.
that
I
like to
don't see
suggest
any
that
there was
person
no
if
one
smiling
we
there.
saying
keep
that
the
people
story
enjoy
I
in
am
as
How
saying
can
simple
we
as
say
refugee
that
camp.
people
possible,
are
it
I'm
will
refugee
be
saying
camp?
good.
that
Because everyone is
refugee
feeling
camp
comfortable there and they were
added to
feeling
it.
like enjoying there.
This is
See,
not
one thing
GD,
I
so
would
we
like to
can
tell,
discuss one
one
by
thing I'd
one,
like to
right?
tell that we are not here to contradict or to, we are just here to give suggestions so that we all can improve.
Yeah.
definitely
Uh,
Aditya.
Yes,
What I am
gentlemen.
trying to do,
Aditya,
Yes, yes.
I
listen,
would like to
guys,
suggest that if you will
listen. What
keep
I
the
am
story
trying.
as simple as possible, it will be good. So, like if you have seen that in the picture there are particular clothing, something like that, NCC camp is
Correct.
there,
I
then we
completely
should go with that
agree with
topic.
you.
But if
But
it is not
what?
there in the picture,
Listen
It
to
so
is
we
me.
should
not
not
an NCC
include
camp.
everything.
Listen
It
to
is
It should
me.
be
not
Yes,
simple.
gentlemen,
related
that would be
to
perceived.
NCC.
That would be like preconceived story of adding NGO and
What
NCC
I am
when there is
trying to
not
do.
no requirement.
What
Yes, yes. It
guys?
should be
What I
like
am trying
what
to
is
do. I'm
there in the picture. It should be only related to that.
discussion is over, story is over. What I'm trying to do now is that we should critically analyze the picture, that all the possible aspects, so that we can broaden our imagination. That should be the main
If
motive
if
of this
if you
discussion. Not
will
not
broad your
But
my
aspects,
different
or
motive
people
if
is
you
have
will
not
go
about
different
with the
like
other,
perspective,
if you
na?
will go with the
So I think we should not
preconceived
talk
picture,
about theme.
so they will think that you are well prepared from starting and you have come with a older
Mm-hmm.
theme and you are just adding those things, and they will not, they will think that you are just पहले से ही पढ़ा हुआ है ये बंदा, so it will not be good for you.
Preconceived mind, yes. Yes, I.
And why are we
If
discussing theme? I think
they,
we
if
should
in the
discuss key
picture
what went
it is
wrong,
there,
what we
then
should
you should add, but if there is
improve,
not, so you
and
must
how
not.
to include points.
So, gentlemen, I would like to say about my story that which I wrote that it was a refugee camp and people because what I saw that one person was kneeling down and I perceived that he was tending to his injury or something like that, and it could be a beach as someone said that it was a cyclone there. It could be after some cyclone, as I was saying, the refugee when the home were destroyed and they were refugee camp. So it could be added like that. Beach could be added into the story.
do you think refugee
I
camps are
got a
One
organized
minute,
suggestion
like
let
from
this?
Saurav
one of
tell.
psychologists.
One minute, let
Guys,
Saurav tell it. He's trying
अरे
since.
लेट्स नॉट डिस्कस द थीम. वो हमारा पर उसको जीडी के टाइम का था, हो गया वो जो थीम डिस्कस करनी
Yes,
थी
yes.
हमने. ये
Uh,
डिस्कस करो कि किसका क्या गलत हुआ है, किसकी
Yes,
क्या
I
I
agree
I
with
शॉर्ट
Saurav
कमिंग्स
I
थी.
got a
because
suggestion
we have
from one of
discussed
psychologists.
done with the
He said that
PPDT. Then why are we just discussing the theme again and again?
no, no.
वो
I am
वही
saying that
जीडी में काम है यार तुम्हारा कि तुम कन्विंस करो दूसरों को कि तुम्हारी थीम क्या है. अब हो गया वो थीम, जाने दो. ये देखो कि गलती क्या
वो
हुई है.
अपनी परसेप्शन बता रहे हैं, हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि
हाँ
आपको
I
तो
कैसे
am
लगा,
telling
वो
क्यों
तो
that
ठीक
क्यों
बात है.
ये थीम ली.
one of
Personally, can be
psychologists
of.
told me that if you will create a problem, then it will be your negative point. You should not create a problem and then solve it. If it is there in the picture clearly that there is a problem, then you should add it. But do not create a problem by your own. It will be a
See,
negative point for you
one
that
thing
your mindset is like
I would like to
creating a
tell that
problem and then solving it, and then you are making yourself hero. So it is not a good point.
no, life is a shade of gray. It has both whites and blacks. So problems are a part and parcel of life. So I don't think there is problem including it. But yes, unnecessary problem should not be included.
There is no
Like
when
somebody was saying
So
that
if
there is a
everything is over,
cyclone,
then
so
we
it
can
should not be
conclude
there.
with the mistakes that we have committed during our story narration.
Okay, so
Yeah,
one thing I
Kanik,
would
you
like
were
to
saying
tell
something.
that Naina Devi, you took 1 minute 28 seconds. So it went beyond that 1 minute mark.
yes, the assessor would say next to you before even can
The
finish the half of the story.
individual the individual narration should be within 20 to 30 seconds. Processor will not take more than 40 seconds, maximum 40 seconds is there.
Aditya would like to know my timings.
So I'll Praful Thakur, you took 54 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's acceptable in your opinion.
I would like to suggest one more thing that whatever you see in the picture, you should not talk about it fast. You should, as fast as you can, come to that picture, and after that, what are you working on? Should be your story should be about that. What after that picture, coming to that point, and
Gentlemen,
then
I
after that,
think that
what is your
The
equal
order
story?
of the
importance
story
should
should
be
be in
given to
past.
past, present, and future of the story.